Hello guys, Max here. So I'm making a video on how to track your goods in China. When we receive your goods in China, we give you the ability to check the status of your goods on our website from China to Ghana. But I'm going to talk about how to track your goods from your supplier's place to our warehouse to check the status. You understand? I receive a lot of inquiries about please this tracking number check for me. Please this tracking number check for me. I'm going to tell you what I do most of the times, and then you can also do that on your own. As an importer, this is a skill you must have. So there are a couple of apps that we use. One of them is 17 Track. One of them is Afterships. One of them is Quad D100. One of them is Baidu. They are on this screen. You can see over here. This is 17 Track. This is Aftership. This is Quad D100. Okay, and then this is Baidu. Okay, my personal favorite is to use 17 Track. 17 Track. Okay, well, it is easy to use and all that, but not all the apps support all the platforms that um you are going to your supplier is going to use to ship your goods. So I have some tracking numbers I'm going to use as an example for this particular tutorial. So I think most of you know about the fact that when you send your goods, you have the supplier. Some of the tracking numbers starts with YT, ST, JT. Mostly the indicator of the courier service this coming from. Okay, so when I open my 17 track, you can see I've been tracking a lot of things for a lot of people. Like Kayla, when you give me a tracking number, when I'm entering it, I add your name to be sure I know who assigned that tracking number for me to check for them. So when you open your 17 track, just tap on the plus sign on the bottom right, this one. Okay, and then maybe you may not have any tracking items over there. So when you tap on the plus sign, enter your tracking number. In this case, try and copy and paste so that you don't miss anything. Most of you make that mistake. You send me a tracking number and then you write them, you type them from the supplier place, so you make a mistake. So let's say test one. I'll name it test one. Okay, if you are tracking your own goods, you can name it any way you want so that you can know the exact products you are tracking. For instance, if this tracking number is for your blenders, okay, you can name it blenders. Okay, let me use blenders. Okay, and then I'll tap on track. The tracking system will automatically tell me where the goods have reached. So you can see that it has 10 green. Your package was delivered successfully to the address, and then it's time of delivery 9th May 2023 or 2023 May 9th. Okay, now this is in Chinese. So you can tap on translate. This is a very new update they provided. You can tap on translate, and then it translates it to English for you. Okay, great. So now listen. This shows that your goods have been delivered. Unfortunately, what this doesn't show is that your goods were delivered to a particular address. The last time I tracked this one was in transit. If it is in transit, it will show in transit. If the supplier hasn't sent the goods at all, you will see not found. The supplier will get the tracking number before they actually send the goods. The tracking number is they give to you. They print it at their office. So they can give you a tracking number. They can give you a picture of the shipping label, but maybe they haven't sent it out yet. So you will not get that information. Okay, so mostly when you 99% of the time when you see that your goods have been delivered, that it means that we have received it. But you have to do extra checks. One of those extra checks is to collect pictures of your shipping label, the shipping label that the supplier sent, and the pictures of your item to make sure that they printed our warehouse address. Suppliers makes those mistakes a lot of the time. Okay, they printed our warehouse address so that when you track it and you see received, then you know that we have received it. Okay. One other thing is that our warehouse reissues receipt for the goods that we receive in the warehouse. So once you see, always tell your supplier that they should send you the warehouse receipt. The warehouse receipt looks like this. Okay. Once you receive this from your supplier, the courier service will collect it. They will take a screenshot or a picture of it and send it to your supplier. Your supplier should send you a copy of it. There is one of my customers who always send me pictures of the warehouse receipts. Okay, there's one of them. When he sends his goods, he collect the receipt, send it to me to confirm. When he sends his goods, collect the receipts from the supplier, he send it to me. Then once you receive this receipt, 100% we have your goods. 100% we have your goods. Okay, so you get a tracking information, you track it on the app, you know that it has been delivered. Your supplier send you the warehouse, you know that it has been delivered. And then we can also say, we will also be sending you, we may send you the SMS updates, daily updates to show that we have received your good. Then you know that by all means there are multiple confirmation that MSG has received your goods in China. MSG has received your goods in China. So we are now responsible if you don't receive your goods. Do you understand? So apart from 17 track, you can also use the Baidu app. I don't know whether they call it Baidu or Baidu, or you can use the Quadi app. Okay, so you tap over here. This is a very basic app, but it's straightforward and simple. Maybe you want to call this air fryer. It's the same tracking number I'm using anyway. Air fryer. So this one to show departure. This one to show it has been received with the blue check mark. You understand? Okay. So it's all the apps will give you all those information. When it comes to the this one is primarily in Chinese, the Baidu app. You just, when you open the Baidu app, you just see that there is a place for you to enter something. Just enter the tracking number, and then that's it. You know, once you see the green check mark over here, it shows that the goods were delivered. When I screenshot this and then I go to whatever I use to translate your stuff and then translate it. Do you understand? So 17 track, after ship, they all function the same way, but they don't automatically support all it has detected it. This is shipped by YTO. So some of you, sometimes when you ask me something, I ask you to, not all of them support all the platforms. So sometimes I ask you ask your supplier the tracking number they use. So you can see that this item is in transit. This item, it says that it's in transit. That means it hasn't arrived. Do you understand? So these are the apps, the basic apps I use to track. Apart from the updates my guys in China send us, I use the app to check your status, and then I update you. I think let me see. Kayla. Okay, so previously he sent me a tracking number. So this is what I was talking about. If your supplier sends you this, if you ship something, ask the supplier for the shipping label. This is the shipping label. Ideally, you should have your shipping mark, maybe MSG Asari, MSG Nanama, or whatever on this label. It is better that way. If you don't have it here, they should print it and paste it on your carton. But ideally, it should always be on your shipping label and then on your carton too. Okay. And then when I tracked it, it showed that it was still in transit. Do you understand? It showed that it was still in transit. And then, but I think right now it has arrived. Okay. So I do the same thing I'm teaching you to do. I track it, because when you give me the tracking number like this, I don't have record of it on our own record from China, because of course it hasn't arrived at the warehouse yet, so I'll not be able to know. You understand? But when I use the app tells me, oh, it's on the way, and I can update the customer that your item is on the way. Do you understand? So do this, and then it will save you some time. Just as I'm talking, somebody has sent me, has it arrived? You understand? So I'm trying to teach you this so that it will be in your arsenal as an importer. Okay. And then you can be a better importer. So I'll open this later, and then I'll after the video, and then I'll update the person. So thank you. I think you'll find this useful, and have a great day. Bye.